Hi, it's Mrs. Combs. I'm back for part 2 of multiplying fractions. So let me sing the song again. When you're multiplying fractions, you multiply across top times top over bottom times bottom. Now, we talked about canceling and pre-reducing in the last segment, and we're going to take that one step further today. Notice that I now have 3 fractions. I could have 5 fractions, but the method is still the same. I wanted to show you that. So I have 2 times 9 times 5, 2 times 9 times 5, 3 times 10 times 6, 3 times 10 times 6. Now, I can, once again, pre-reduce, but I've got 3 choices here. Now 2 doesn't go into 3, but it does go into 10, and it also goes into 6. I'm going to use 6 because I know 5 also goes into 10. So I'm going to say 2 goes into 2 one time, and it goes into 6 twice. Does 9 go into either 3 or 10? No, but 3 goes into 9, and remember you can cancel from bottom to top as well. So 3 goes into 3 one time, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. And 5 goes into 5 once, and it goes into 10 twice. And 1 times 3 times 1 is 3, and 1 times 2 is 4. So this fraction is 3/4. So I can cancel, pre-cancel with any of the numbers on the top with any of the numbers on the bottom. Let's look at this one. 5 times 2 times 3, there it is. 6 times 3 times 10, there it is. Now, does 5 go into 6? No. Does it go into 3? No. Does it go into 10? It does, and even though 5 is the first number and 10 is the third, it doesn't matter. I can still say 5 goes into 5 one time, 5 goes into 10 twice. Does 2 go into 6? Yes, it does. So 2 goes into 2 one time, so I've got 1 times 1, and it goes into 6 3 times. And look, 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 goes into 3 once. So I have 3 times 1 times 2, and 1 times 1 times 1. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1, and 3 times 1 is 3 times 2 is 6. So that reduces to 1/6. Here we have 3/4 times 8/15 times 5/6 equals 3 times 8 times 5 over 4 times 15 times 6. Now I don't really want to multiply all those numbers together. So I'm going to try to pre-reduce. Does 3 go into 4? It does not. But 3 goes into 15, but 3 also goes into 6. I think I'm going to use the 3 and the 6. Oops, I've erased the 3. 3 goes into 3 once, and it goes into 6 twice. Now, does 8 go into 4? Does 8 go into 15? 8 doesn't go into either of those, but 4 does go into 8. So we're going to use bottom to top. 4 goes into 4 once, and 8 twice. So we've got 1 times 2. And 5 goes into 15. 5 goes into 5 once, and I did it again. And 15 3 times, so I have 1 times 3 times 2. Well, look at this. 2 also goes into 2. I can still pre-reduce. Even though I've already reduced once, I can say 2 goes into 2 one time, and 2 goes into 2 one time. And 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. And 1 times 3 times 1 is 3. Wow. Look at that. So you can use the same number to reduce more than one time. 7 times 2 times 5, 8 times 15 times 14. Well, does 7 go into 8? No, it doesn't. Does it go into 15? Not evenly. Does it go to 14? It does, so I can cancel all the way over here. And 7 goes in there once and twice. Does 2 go into 8? It certainly does. Does 5 go into 15? Yes, it does. So we have 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1. And 4 times 3 is 12. And 12 times 2 is 24. So we reduced it all the way to 1 over 24. So you can see that pre-reducing is a very handy thing. Even if I had 6 numbers, 10 fractions across, I can reduce from the first one to the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, all the way to the 10th. Any numbers that can be canceled, it doesn't matter where their position is, you can always cancel one of the numbers on the top with one of the numbers on the bottom, or one of the numbers in the denominator with one in the numerator. And it will save you a lot of time making sure that your fraction is in lowest terms. So remember, when you're multiplying fractions, you multiply across top times top over bottom times bottom. And remember to pre-reduce and cancel. It will save you time. Thank you.